welcome back to Factorio. I'm Hitman82. This is episode 44. Here we go. Train stuff. We got train stuff going on still. So I've made a blueprint, and I will show you how that works right now. I'll make sure I get the right way around. Nope. Yeah. Okay, there we go. So what this is going to do, place all this. So I'm going to have, there'll be a line coming in here on the south, and it can pick any station, and it won't matter which one. It'll probably pick the first one, which would be this one over here, but I'll have it set up so it can pick anyone. And the reason I have 3 stations here is I foresee having more than just one oil train. And so, I didn't add signals, derp. But everything else is all sorted, so all I have to do is rename the stations. Let's see, I'll just copy this one, paste, and paste. I think that should get everybody sorted. So one of the things I noticed here that you can do, let's see if you can do this right. No, okay, you have to do it on the train. But you can lock this. So for instance, if I put that in there, see, I can lock it now, nothing else can go there. So I can just go along and do the same thing. So I need those things there. Oh, I suppose I don't have walls on me. Well, I can just go steal a wall from somewhere. Alright, so let's just do that. We'll stick one in there and lock it. What else was there? Gate. Lock that, and I'll have to... I can't believe I don't have a wall on me. Well, let's see. Is there a wall right here? Yeah, there's one right over here. We'll just zip over there and grab it. In the meantime, alright, so once that is set up, obviously the next thing we got to do is go out and find a place to put one, like where to put a base. So where we're going to do that, there's a bit of oil down there. This is, right now it's one of these two. I'm not sure which one I want. This has got copper and iron next to it, so this is probably going to be our best bet right over there. So we'll have to go over and clear that out. I might do that off screen. I don't know, maybe, I guess we haven't done any killing recently, so maybe I could go and do a little bit on screen. What was he doing? The train stuff. Wall, where's the wall? Put that in there. Nope, and like that. And then a construction robot. Lock it. Take it out again because I want that back. I'll take all that stuff out. So now what I can do, once I have the 5 full and empty drums, I can lock those as well. And then I'll take a cargo wagon, and just stick it on a track here, and I'll use that as my clipboard, so that, or like a blueprint. Since I can't really blueprint the inside of a train, then at least I can do it here. So let's just stick that here. Do I have a wagon? I do. Stick that on there. So then what I can do is just, copy that and paste it over there. See? So then I can use that anytime I want to add another oil train. I can just copy paste it that way. Copy pasta. So this should all be now functional, except obviously I forgot to put in power poles. How long were you yelling that one at me? I tell you. Fortunately, that's not a difficult one, is it? No, we don't want that done. I like to keep things the same where I can. Okay, and then the next. Like so, and then one across. And the last thing is we need to hook it up, and oh my gosh, how did I forget lights? We can't leave this without lights. Must have lights. There. And we'll stick one by each train. There. Okay, so there's our train. So the last thing to do is set up signals. So I'll briefly talk about the different signals as far as I understand them, and I could be incorrect, and I'm assuming you will tell me if that is the case. If I got anything else here to get rid of in my inventory, nope, we're good. Let's finish the tracks along here. That'll keep going by. And I'll do the same at the top when I get there. Okay, so there are two kinds of signals. There is a rail signal and a rail chain signal. We'll just forget the word rail because it's the same for both. So the regular signal, what this does is it's a block signal where it makes a block. And what I mean by that is you see it shows how many trains and cars can go between it and the next signal. So we're going to make this come in from this direction. So I'll talk about the chain signal first, I guess. Chain signal, what that's going to do is I think the easiest thing is if I just place them here and then explain why I did what I did. Okay, so let's get that like so. Going to work? I think so. Okay, so what this does is this comes in here, and this is now if you had regular signals in here, a train could come in here and stop, and we could get all messed up. Oh, speaking of which, I need to get sidetracked briefly. Let's stick this right here. Yes. So this is going to be a rail check. So we're going to call this base oil check. Okay, so what that's going to do is when I send a train to the base oil, I'll tell it to go to the check first. It will get here, and then it will say, okay, which of these is open? And if they're all open, it'll probably go to the next one here. But if that one's full, it would have a red light here, just as you see, and then it would go to the next one and see if it has a red light, and it would continue down that chain until it found a place it could go, and then away it would go. So these blue signals are telling you that ahead of you is a green signal, possibly. So if I take, do I have another diesel locomotive? I do. See, that turned them all to blue or red. So what would happen now is a train would come in here and see red, 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 red. Everything's red. I can't go in. We pull this off now, and now it comes in. It sees the blue. Okay, nope, it's a red. Go to the next one. Oh, it's a red. Go to the next one. That's a red, green. So it would only go this over here. Otherwise, the train will just sit there and wait, blocking the whole rail system. So we'll have to obviously branch that. Okay, so that is the chain signals. Now these block signals, the regular signals, we're just going to use those. I think my trains are all going to be 2 blocks long. We'll just plan that for now. See, it shows that. Alright, so my next one would go on the next section of track. So when your train comes along here now, whoops, get some fuel into it. So getting the train, and it comes along, it sees a green signal ahead. So we go past here, and it says, oh, what do I do now? Well, first it would stop here, and then it's going to go and see, well, if I go up there, that's going to be trouble. If I go up there, the reason this is red is there's no closing signal on the other end. So let's pull that off of there again. Let's go up and see. Yeah, see if you put a. I don't think we want to put any other signals here, because if you do, for instance, like this. See, now it's a green signal, so a train could come in here and sit and wait. We don't want that. So we're going to get rid of that signal there. This will prevent anything from coming in here. So this is going to be like a big block. So we're going to stick our signals along in here. By the way, if I'm doing this wrong, or if I say any of this stuff wrong and you guys have had experience with this stuff, feel free to pipe up and say, Hitman, that is not correct. And this is, well, it's fine to say it's not correct, but I'd prefer if you told me why. And I'd appreciate a 3-page essay. Well, that might be nice, but it ain't gonna happen, right? Alright, so these are all blocked. So I'm not sure. I think if I left that one off like that, then nothing can enter this entire block. You know, I think that's the proper way of doing it, isn't it? I guess we'll see. Those were chains. Okay, and then our next signal here. Go place that. Alright. So those are all green now, so that means down here, these two here should be green. See? They were red before, now they're green. So if we plop down a train inside here, those are still green, but this one down here is now blue. Oh, because there's a signal right there. So what that's saying is, okay, you can proceed, but there's a red signal ahead. That's what the blue means. That, I don't want that either. I'm going to get rid of those signals. It's a little less efficient because it means it's a bigger block of tracks that one train can eat up. But at the same time, this very clearly says when that train gets here, it's only going to go to one spot, and that's here, or unless it's going through. So you can see, because that train is in this section and there's a train in this section, the train comes in, it says red, oh, can't go there. Oh, green, I can go in there, and it'll go in here and unload. So that's what we want. So I think this is all set up properly. Come here, train. Alright, so our next thing is we need to figure out where we're going with these rails. So they will, this is they come in here, they go up and out. So obviously we want this to reconnect to our trunk. The trunk is the main line, and then this one will be connected to the trunk as well. So we could actually have this come down and then the two of them join and then join the trunk, which we do not yet have. So I'll have to do some planning on where I want the trunk. But in the meantime, yeah, I see you hitting the walls. Yeah, how'd that go for you? Not so well this time either. Well, you'll learn maybe. So do I want to take my rails up here, or do I want to take my rails around? So I'll probably be doing a clockwise circuit around my base with the rails. So what I could do is have it come out down here, go up there, pick up the oil, and then continue back and around again. And make basically a circuit. Instead of around the base, make a circuit around the water. I think that would work. I'm obviously going to have to clean some things out, but I don't think they'll attack the tracks or power lines or anything like that unless I actually put it through where they spawn, in which case, well, that probably wouldn't go so well for them. Unless they ruin the track and then my train stops at the track and gets killed. So I haven't run into that problem yet. Alright, so we're gonna have to obviously get some more tracks going. We're okay on the trains now. I just need to get the... Oh, that's one other thing I need, is I need to get steel drums being made at the drums. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that sorted, and I'll be back in a moment. Yay, it's dead. Our first ore patch, iron ore patch, is dead. It's gone, gone, gone. Bye-bye, iron patch. We won't miss you at all, because there'll be more where you came from, or where you were. Okay. Alright, so that is cleared out. Boy, I've been getting attacked a lot. So I came up and had a look. There's no way to increase this plastic without getting more oil coming. So that oil is so important right now. So I wandered off and I built the assembler over there. Let's see if I can see it from here. Yeah, it's just filling up drums right now. So our next thing is we're gonna need a lot of tracks, and we need to go out and build that base. So I think what we'll do is we're gonna go out and do some killing to finish off this episode. So we'll go up, just trying to decide whether or not to be going in a circular motion here, or just to go out and make a straight, like a spur straight out to there from a circuit here. I think we'll do a big circuit, and we'll see. We'll see. It may or may not work out. So I'm gonna need some more tracks, and I'm gonna need to do some killing. So I'm gonna pause and grab some supplies, and away we'll go for that. Okay, I'm back, and I'm laying some tracks here, just trying to get things sorted. So I think what I'll do is I'm gonna just kind of work my way around with the tracks, and every time something comes up in the way, then it's gonna get killed. So here's our first contender's error. And right there. So I don't have a lot of robots yet, so I'll have to go a little lighter on the, like a little shorter distance on my, like if I put this right here, I'm probably going to lose some as they fly out, so I'll have to go a little more cautious with the robots so I don't lose them all. There, I lost one because of those big Worms. Oh well. Okay, so all that stuff. Get down there and hoover all that up. So they'll pick up the alien artifacts as well, so that's handy. I don't even have to walk. Okay, and now I'll move on. Yeah, we'll get rid of that too. So let's get this stuff off my hotbar. So I'm gonna have to I'll have to set up a blueprint for doing straight and diagonal lines. Oops, that's not what I want to do. So what I'm doing here is just holding my shift. I'm telling the robots to go and do this for me. This looks good. Can't see. Sun just came out and now I can't see anything. It's shining on my monitor. Oh well. Hopefully I won't die. Just gonna clear the trees back from the tracks a little bit. Okay, so I have to. I'll probably run power lines along them as well as lights. So how am I going to do that? Do it like that. So, and then we'll stick the next one in, which is we want that. So we want 4 wagons. I think is going to be a good distance because the ore wagons will probably end up being 4 of them per train. So this is going to be a little slow and tedious until I get some blueprints going on it. Unfortunately, this strip isn't long enough for me to blueprint. Figures. Suppose I could just do shorter strips, couldn't I? Oh, can't quite reach that. Yeah, close enough. Then we'll get the next one in. Keep an eye on my radar so nothing sneaks up and kills me. You know what? I'll just place this in here. It'll be fine. Okay, we'll just keep moving right along, trucking along here, and so every time something comes along to kill, and then let's see, where are we going this way? We gotta go up through that mess. Okay, well that could be interesting. Do it this way. So I'm only doing one track because this will be, excuse me, a circuit. So it'll only be going one direction. So if there was, for instance, well, there's a copper patch there. Oh, I gotta pause for a second. Oh, no, I don't. I just need the drink. Sorry about that. So if I build some mines there, I'll put a station down there, and it'll come up and hook onto this line and go all the way around and back into the base. I'm not worried about that extra travel time. If it's a problem, I'll just add another train. That should sort that. No, I can't see. Can't see. There's critters up here somewhere. Yeah, let's just get that. Now I've got a beachhead. So I could just stand here and place them like up this high, and they'll reach it. Your range increases with your roboports, but I don't. Like I said, I kind of being cautious. I don't want to lose a lot of these robots. I lost another one. Do. Oh well. Oh well. It's just a bit of lubricants. The main thing is making the engines. So it's not the end of the world. So let's get our tracks up here through the forest. So if I take that, oops. There's a mess. So I guess we want to bring it up to here. And then along the water there. Okay, let's go down through here and let them clean it out. I can actually walk on the tracks. But the only time it's safe to do it is when there's no trains coming. Wow, you can't even see the tracks along here. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to clear that back. Well, what's the best way to do that? If only you could, with this, instead of dragging a box, you could drag diagonally, but you cannot, so I'll just have to fudge my way through. I'll be fine. There we go. Because I want to be able to see my signals along the side of the track, so I don't really care about the left side of the track here. Let them grow. Okay, pull those out. But having said that, I think I'm going to clear them anyway. Because I need more wood. No, I do not. I need to get rid of it all. Okay, so next up is some signals. As you can see, it is going to take a while to get around there, and we are at about the end of our time for today. So I think what I'll do, I'll keep doing this off screen because it's going to be a bit tedious and boring just going working my way around there. When I get back to the base there, and I'll start it up again, and you can check that out next episode. So pretty soon we're gonna have our trains going. I can't wait. It's gonna be so great. No, I haven't placed my lights. Gotta make sure I place lights. Just doing it a bit haphazard. I'm not gonna worry about it. Good enough. All right, so tune in next episode, and we'll continue on with our trains here, and probably some other stuff. Obviously, we're gonna have to do some killing, but well, let's see. We've gotten this far in about 10 minutes, so it's going to take me probably an hour or so to get all the way around there. So I'm not going to record any of that, I don't think, unless something exciting happens. We will be building a base up there. Maybe we'll do that next episode. So tune in and see. So thanks so much for joining, and bye for now.